Hey everybody, welcome back to Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey. It's a new recording session.
It is. That's true.
Do we have to preface that so
I
people
think
can
we do.
expect slightly higher quality content?
That's true, yeah. I mean, the last episode that's coming out tomorrow is the one where we just do a bunch of Would You Rathers, right?
Yeah,
Right,
tomorrow
that's
for
correct.
us, yesterday for the viewers.
Right. Yeah. No, that's true.
Well,
That's a
they
good
can
point.
put themselves in our position enough to understand what we mean when we say yesterday versus today.
Yesterday is tomorrow's. Wait,
Never.
It's
tomorrow's
this-
Yes.
The
we were talking
pre-sequel.
about Men in Black
A
before
person
we
is
started
smart.
recording.
People are stupid.
Exactly. Yeah. I was saying. I still quote that all the time. It's a very profound statement filled with profundity, which I also just like saying profundity. Isn't
Is
that a great word?
profundity a word?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a word. It's a great word.
It's one of those words that you could fool me into thinking it wasn't a word.
It just feels good to say profundity.
Look, I
Sounds
think there's something to be said about Tommy Lee Jones' sort of stoic fatherly character in Men in Black 1. I think he was portrayed in a very good way. Oh, I lived it! I died again!
I lived, I died, I live again.
I was gonna live again. I did.
You know, Nick, to your point, actually, I'd say that there's
Lord.
something about Mary.
yeah,
Should've
it
known.
seems to
You
drive
thought
a lot
I was
of
gonna do it. You thought I was gonna, but I didn't.
drives a lot of men to be con men for some reason.
Oh, I don't think you can live. I don't think you can live.
I don't think you live.
I did it.
you
I did it before.
He did it.
I don't.
You
know
just gotta
how
believe
how
on the screen
he
already.
does it.
I don't
You
wanna
gotta believe.
honestly. I choose not to believe.
That's why you didn't. Okay, well.
I
this
want
is-
to believe.
this
You guys like
is gonna be tough.
fucking. You guys like fucking?
Yeah, it's actually great.
This is gonna get problems.
Do it. Are we refreshed on our Ultimate Chicken Horse videos?
No, I was gonna say, do you guys like fucking?
Rob.
Robert.
I think what he meant to say is, do you guys like fucking?
That's the rare double Rob back. Like,
I hope it finishes up with something so innocuous. It'll be like, guys, like fucking the 2010 movie Red, starring Bruce Willis.
That's a pretty bad movie, right?
It's okay.
Wait, were we
I
done
never
talking
saw
about Men
that
in
one,
Black
actually.
already? Oh, I'm in hell.
you waited way too long.
This is
Yeah,
way too long.
Yeah. You can't
Alright,
wait
ready?
that long.
Oh, I loved it. It
We
was a good
almost did it. I have no idea what I was gonna say, to be honest.
Okay,
with you.
let's
I
move
lost
on.
it. It's gone.
He got
Yeah.
up and over the easiest part.
That's true.
Or sorry, the
I'm an
hardest
underdog.
part. So there's an anecdote of Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey interacting on the set of Batman Forever.
Okay.
It's like at the height of Jim Carrey's like, I'm a zany guy who's making like $20 million a movie for just having an elastic face, sort of period. And Tommy Lee Jones apparently, this is from a quote from Jim Carrey, like pulls him
Rob.
aside and is like, I don't respect you, and I cannot stand for your clownish behavior. But like, I just
Yeah,
wanted.
I heard that too.
Yeah,
That's so good.
The gist of the story is basically Tommy Lee Jones is so, I guess, old school that he can't even like put on a facade to be nice to Jim Carrey. He has to, even though they're working together, he has to go over and be like, I really do not like you.
I just want you to know, I'm not faking. I don't like you.
Yeah.
That is an interesting
hard to
anecdote
read,
about
this
how
level.
Tommy Lee Jones.
I think by
apparently
now,
is a-
though, they'd probably have gotten along after the, he kind of got over his rubber face period. Jim Carrey, I mean.
You know, is one of those people that we just pretend to not know about his causes outside of film.
Yes.
Right? Like, isn't he
I
kind of
mean,
What do
his
you mean by
causes?
that?
he is anti-vaccination.
anti-vaccination?
He is?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he is Canadian, so.
Wow!
That's what I
that's
mean. Like, he's kind of a little
Sad.
a little
That's,
too far.
you know,
outside
it's
of-
one of those things. Like I learned a long time ago that, well, maybe not learned, but just believed that, like, honestly, you have to separate the artist and
Fuck.
the
Right.
person. You know, like I like Tom Cruise movies.
Yeah.
I don't like Tom Cruise. You know,
I think that's fair.
and that's
You're
okay.
right. That's the right way to go about it. I just didn't know that.
I mean, once
Yeah,
you
no,
start like policing people for all of their attitudes and then being like, "Oh, I'm not gonna watch that," the star of that movie believes something I don't. I think you're going down a dangerous path.
Yeah, exactly.
But Jim Carrey, like, he's like the anti-Adam Sandler, right? Like, he's got a lot of good
Yeah.
stuff.
He's
He
been
does
all
have a
over
lot
the
of
map.
He has largely, except for some outliers, I think, charted better in his late career than his early career. If you ignore the number 23 and
Yeah, that was really bad.
probably also Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
You guys like you like
time.
Yes Man?
Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass 2.
Oh. Yeah, right. He was in that one, not the first one, huh?
Do you guys like Yes Man?
No.
Yes.
No, that's
man.
very bad.
I don't think it's very bad.
No, that's Bruce Almighty levels of bad.
Yo,
I
Bruce
guess I
Almighty
can
is
go-
not that bad.
Yeah.
Evan
Well, that's-
Almighty is really bad.
Well, that's the level that I'm talking about. Bruce Almighty levels of bad. I didn't say that it was like the worst.
Oh, so you, yeah, that's like
It's not
Schindler's.
Space Jam.
That's Schindler's List levels of bad, which is to say, not really bad at all. In fact, it's a masterpiece.
No. I still think Bruce Almighty is bad. I'm just saying that it's not
I
like
disagree.
Bruce
it's
Almighty
not-
is borderline, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I've
And,
found
you know-
something to like in pretty much every Jim Carrey movie.
Is it Jim Carrey?
It might be.
Oh my! This level is not doable.
It's
No,
very
no.
hard. I think it's doable though. I see a line. Well,
mean,
okay,
it-
let's shift to other comedy actor. Do you guys like Stranger Than Fiction?
Yes.
For some
like that.
reason,
Oh,
that
yeah.
is blowing my mind. I don't
That's,
know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
I had the
Will
same
Ferrell.
reaction. I had to think about.
Oh!
The DVD cover is like an apple, right? It's like
Yeah,
Isn't it
Fiona
Will
Apple.
Ferrell holding a briefcase while standing in the middle of a road?
there's an apple, something to do with an apple in that.
Yeah, well,
It's-
because the apple, like, he's gonna, well, this is a spoiler, but he's gonna get hit by a smooth criminal. Wait, actually, isn't that the end that I was about to spoil?
Stranger Than
You're-
Fiction DVD cover. I see
It's-
Will
it's-
Ferrell holding a jacket looking at the New York skyline.
Yeah, that sounds right.
What the hell am I thinking of then with the apple?
Honestly, that movie's
I think
okay.
you're thinking about like
Look, check the DVD, check the disc. See if the disc has an apple on it.
Fuck.
It's fine.
Stranger Than Fiction DVD disc. It's Will Ferrell.
Oh,
This
fuck.
is the Swedish cover. The DVD is a green apple.
Yes!
So, Sweden. You
Yes!
watch the Swedish version.
No, this is the English one. The DVD is like a bright green apple.
Oh.
I knew there was an apple.
Well, the
I
apple
will give you
is, like,
$100
sort of
if
the-
you beat this level. I'm 100% serious.
Here we go.
The apple's kind of the Chekhov's gun in that.
You know what's on the DVD of Spanglish?
Adam Sandler being shitty
Is
at
it
everything.
tostada?
It's a melty sandwich.
Yeah, that makes sense. A croque monsieur, if you will.
You know, we talk a lot of shit about Adam Sandler, but, like, you know, the world has spoken. They think Adam Sandler's funny.
No.
They, I mean,
No.
A subset
no.
of the world has spoken.
I mean,
I'm
hey,
more in the for than against
it's
side.
not,
if
it's
you can
What?
not really a subset
Yeah.
when he made the most popular movie on Netflix.
No, it's the most popular Netflix original movie.
That's still.
I'm not
like,
for his last like shitfest movie, but like the majority of his career I found pretty funny.
The majority,
Yeah, I'm like
though?
totally okay with that.
I don't know about the majority.
Because, like, the midpoint of his career is, like, 50 First Dates.
Yeah.
So,
I like that movie.
from 92 to 2004, you're going, like, Billy Madison, 50 First Dates.
I'm gonna say I liked his first two films, and then it's all downhill from
What
there.
what was the Mr. Deeds? That one was okay.
That's
How many
kinda-
total films do you think we're talking about for Adam Sandler?
Probably, like, 60 or 70 films.
Yeah, he's like
Okay.
a 1950s film director.
He is
That's
a
how many movies he's
workhorse.
been in.
I'll give
Yeah,
him that.
like
If he's got 60 films, I'm gonna give him 20 of those I liked.
Name 10 of them.
All right, Little Nicky, Waterboy, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore.
Mr. Deeds.
Mr. Yeah,
but-
okay, sure.
I think
That's
if
the
you're
question.
giving, like, a 50-50 split to Mr. Deeds, you're in trouble, man.
yeah.
All right,
That's
so
true.
I went maybe a little hard on saying 20. Maybe I meant to say 10.
Jesus.
Eight
Click.
Crazy Nights, Click. You can't win, can you?
I did kind of like Click, even though I thought it was ridiculous.
It's a fine movie. I honestly, it's a movie where you say click, and then half of chat is like, that movie's fucking awful, and the other half's like, it's kind of okay. Actually.
It's
You're
just-
allowed to live in the gray area, right?
With that-
Like, you
no,
can
but
not
see-
like something and like parts of it.
Well, I'm not going to lay in the cut anymore. Firstly,
Yeah, I know you're
but,
not.
But secondarily, the thing about Click is that like it didn't know what it wanted to be, or it did know what it wanted to be, and that almost makes it worse. In that, like, it was a over-the-top comedy, yet also tried to be a tearjerker.
It's
and
a legit tearjerker.
No. But the thing is, like, it was a very manufactured tear jerking. Like, I feel like I was jerked
I
off
disagree.
by a cheap hooker.
It went really dramatized at the end.
Yeah, like it went like way too hard in the paint, only at the end.
But how does it relate to the cut?
Well, firstly, I just want to let it be known I'm not going to lay in there.
Okay,
anymore.
yes. The record
can't
has
stop.
The record has shown.
I can't stop jumping weirdly.
Nick.
I'm serious.
I'd give it a 4 nuggets.
4 Norbits out of 5?
I'm not gonna go out on any limbs and say Click is like a great movie. You know, I might not even call it like a good movie. Like I give it average overall at best, but I think there are some legitimately emotional moments in that movie that aren't cheating moments.
Hold
I
up.
just think
is
you
Austin
can-
talking about movies as well?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
I've seen. This is the thing about movies. I've seen way more recent movies proportionally than I have like older movies. Any movie from the 90s, it's unlikely I've seen it.
Technically,
But
every movie is older because they're all in the past.
You know what? That's not your point, but Austin's point is actually kind of a good point in that like
Oh Jesus!
90s is kind of old now, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's like 30 years old.
We're getting there.
That's crazy.
we
I
are
still
gonna
consider the
die
90s
very
like,
soon.
yeah, the 90s was, my childhood. That's like fucking 30 years ago.
It's getting down there. Yeah, there's no doubt.
It's not good.
I mean,
I see.
isn't it though?
Well, I mean,
I feel kind of lucky I got to grow up in the 90s.
But why?
the 90s were pretty good.
There was just like a lot of happy shit going on. Everybody was kind of in their own little world, and we didn't
the
quite
Gulf
have the
War.
pervasiveness. Oh, okay, you got to talk about the Gulf War. Thanks, Rob.
Could it be, on the other hand, just because you were under the age of 12?
Maybe I was selectively sheltered
Wow,
based
yeah,
on
I
that,
get
but
it.
it also we didn't have the pervasiveness of the internet. We didn't have all kinds of poisonous media coming out every left, right, and center. We had a fantastic setup of video games growing up, which is
True.
for me something that I'm still pretty happy with. The SNES era is still one of the best.
I mean, that was sort of the golden age of video games, right? Like in the 90s.
I think that's like a little, like not rose tinted, but like a little insulting to the fact like we have so many more games right now.
True,
we did
but
not
like-
have
but like,
nearly as many games
in the
back then,
90s, all of the things that we know from video games today.
Yeah, genre foundationals happened in the 90s. You don't get to ever
Yeah.
have that again.
Oh,
What about Rogue?
Well,
I don't
so-
know when Rogue came out. actually.
1982.
yeah.
if you watch like any of the old like angry video game nerd videos, you realize that there were plenty of shitty games.
I'm not saying there
yeah!
weren't shitty games. I'm just
yeah.
saying there was a very large amount of great ones too.
But
Yeah,
could it
and-
be
and-
because you were under the age of 12?
To a large
Yeah,
degree, yes,
maybe.
but again, like I was saying, and then like Nick was saying, they are like genre foundational games in that era that games still even reference today and use.
Well, it was a defining time in games, so
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I don't think Ryan's even necessarily wrong either. I'm not really arguing against him. It may just be my own personal bias that I can't escape from.
Like
I
okay,
just feel like you
like
would never
Battleship
be...
Potemkin is not the greatest movie.
Okay.
no. Okay, but
Okay.
hear me out here. Battleship Potemkin is not the greatest movie ever made. It's actually mostly pretty boring. But it was an important film. And, growing up in that era must have been pretty cool too. You see a new medium kind of come into its own.
Yeah.
fuck.
I feel very lucky to have had the ability to grow up with video games for the most part.
Yeah. I mean, Battleship Potemkin's no Interstellar, but I mean, it's
What is, right?
yeah. You see the trailer for Dunkirk?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Dunkirk. That's like Dishonored, right?
That's Dunwall.
new...
Oh,
That's Dunconard.
It's done,
What's-
Connor.
Yeah.
Dunconard.
What's his name? What's the director's
Christopher Nolan.
name?
Chris Nolan.
That's
yeah.
it. That's
It's
the
Chris
one.
Nolan's new
Chris
film.
Nolan.
That's what he does in that song, right? He's like, Chris Nolan. He doesn't say Chris Nolan.
What does he do? No, it,
He's like,
where am I?
keep rolling.
I knew it worked.
rock.
Glass
I
ball.
I knew it worked.
It was obscured by the windmill.
The
I had an opportunity to answer Rob's question. Now I've let it slip.
Yeah.
Rip.
Rolling. What?
Yeah,
Rolling. Yeah. Rolling. Come on.
You guys ever see Cradle to the Grave?
No,
Really? You never saw that?
really.
Is it too late?
No,
to?
I mean, I'm just surprised. You know, it's an action film from the early 2000s. Very bad.
Yes.
They used the number 2 for 2, right?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, that's how I
It
knew
might
it
have
was
also been Doug.
No.
I'm not sure.
good. No, it was the. I'm pretty sure it was the.
It was the Grave.
Is it-
Okay.
Jet Li, Steven Seagal, or wait, that's DMX,
No.
Steven Seagal.
Yeah. No, DMX, Jet Li, I believe.
Do you mind if I gently?
Mind if I Jet Li?
I do mind, Austin. I do.
Yeah, pretty
Did
much.
you guys, little known, like, honestly surprising fact that you wouldn't expect,
Okay.
our family would go to the movies nearly every Sunday.
That's cool.
Really?
My mom and I went bowling nearly every Sunday for a while.
Cradle to the
Oh.
Grave. DMX, Jet Li,
Yeah.
Anthony Anderson, Kelly Hu, and Tom Arnold. That's a classic.
That was back when you thought Anthony Anderson's career was going places.
Anthony
Anthony Anderson
Cooper.
is on Blackish, one of the top sitcoms on television right now, Robert.
Oh, is he really? Good for him. I like
Look at that
Anthony
Murph.
Anderson a lot. He had like a great breakout period, and then it was
Mr.
all
Anderson.
kind of downhill. But if he's on a great TV show, then good for him.
I'm gonna try to guess who Anthony Anderson is.
Okay.
Is he the guy?
He was in
who's-
Kangaroo Jack.
Yes! I was gonna say he was in a scary movie, one of the scary movies.
That seems
He has white
absolutely
hair.
correct.
Was.
Well put
Yes.
together. He's on CNN all the time.
He's in like
Yeah.
one of the only funny parts of that movie where he's like, "How do you wake up dead?" That part.
Oh, he and Kevin Hart argue in
Yes.
those films.
Broken broom sticking out your forehead.
Kevin Hart's in Kangaroo Jack?
No, this
No,
is
we're
in
talking about Scary Movie.
Probably Scary Movie
Oh.
3.
No,
I
the
think.
stamming.
I think this was that joke is there's one in Scary Movie 3 and in Scary Movie 4.
Man, those movies probably do not hold up at all.
Even Scary
they don't.
People who are like, Scary Movie 1 and 2 are pretty good. Nah. All you give me like the Scary Movie franchise and how you feel about it, and I will give you when you turn 14 years old. And I was 13 or 12 when Scary Movie 1 came out, so I own Scary Movie 1 and 2 on DVD, and I would have stood
Yeah.
by those movies
Yep.
in the early
Yeah.
2000s.
Yeah, I enjoyed 3 and kind of 4. So.
I like 3.
You know,
I
I
like
saw-
3. I was up to 3.
I saw 3 in theaters, and I was like, that's pretty okay. But
You know
then
who's
4,
like-
I was like, I'm done.
Am I crazy to say that I actually think it's a goddamn travesty that Anna Faris is remembered for Scary Movie and, you know, not really much else? Because I think she's hilarious.
I mean, she's still doing stuff.
She is. She's been in like some romantic comedies and stuff, but
I got greedy.
Would you rather watch Scary Movie 1 or American Pie 1?
American Pie 1, without
I've
a
never
doubt.
seen American Pie 1, so that one.
it's good.
Yeah, I would also rather watch American Pie 1.
I don't really like it though.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of American Pie.
It's a would you rather. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, let's
And
not
I
do that.
love all
something
the
about
scary
each other.
movies. Scary Movie 1 is the closest one to being good.
Is it though? Because like that probably still had a lot of like, you know, topical referential
It was
humor.
topical to Scream at the time.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
yeah,
exactly,
but Scary Movie 2, you know, Anna Faris
That was the
hands
finger one?
the older brother from Malcolm in the Middle a book, and it's called like Harry Pothead and the Philosopher's Stoned or something like that. And you're like,
Oh!
you're like, the writers for this movie are 45 years old. Come on. Like, give me something better. And it's the ultimate franchise for like, okay, well, don't be a snob. Just like leave your brain at the door. And like, if you like them, that's fine. But like, I don't think they're at all good. Oh my god.
No, they're bad. They're definitely bad.
Are they
I'm
like
probably
they're
the one
bad
here
and you
to
should
most
feel bad?
likely like bad movies, I think.
Well, I mean, I like bad movies from time to time. I consider
like
myself a film aficionado.
But like
yet,
bad movies.
I still like bad movies.
I love the MST3K, man. I get down shitty sci-fi.
Yeah, but that's different. That's
not
okay.
bad. That's good.
I'm trying to think of a bad movie that I like.
Well, I mean, I
Kung Pao.
appreciate that they're bad. I
No,
have
Kung
fun
Pao
with
is
them.
amazing, and I will not take your lies.
Kung Pao is a bad film.
It's actually
love
like
it.
really bad.
It's an intentional parody bad film. I thought that was known.
Yes, it's known, but
Well.
it does not succeed in my opinion at its endeavor.
Yes.
There's a difference between a movie that's so bad it's good and a movie that's trying to be so bad it's good.
Yeah,
I
like you
don't-
cross the
I don't appreciate
Sharknado
this.
threshold where it's like,
Yeah,
you know, you're too self-aware for this to
exactly.
work.
And that's what was great about Borat. It just rode the line just right.
Yeah,
My God, he's done it.
He's done it
Yeah.
again.
done it once more.
That was fast.
Yeah, that was like
Yeah, that was
record
really fast.
time for an Ultimate Chicken Horse episode.
yeah.
Well, for now,
Some great conversations.
we talked about movies.
Fun times.
Probably
That was a
alienated
good episode.
a
I love
certain
talking about
portion of
movies.
our audience.
Redeemed.
Yeah,
Redeemed.
redempted. Rob's redemption can never redeem itself though because it's so uneconomical.
Just get the witch's pussy and stop being a little
Just
bitch.
No,
rotate
Rob-
your trees.
Rob, Mike Fox made Yankee Doodle. It's 8.1 excitement, doesn't make people die or throw up, and it's only $17,000, and it gets over 50 miles an hour. It fulfills like every challenge in the game.
I'm not gonna lie, that is a great code that he made.
He's
I'm
a goddamn
surprised.
like genius when it comes. He's a surgein.
That's it.
He
That,
doesn't
honestly,
watch
like,
this
that's
episode, or he's like
surprising.
never let you live that sentence down.
He's the amusement surgeon.
I hope you
Anyway,
give the Green Mile a chance.
thanks for watching Verdant Gardens. Thanks for watching Ultimate
And,
Chicken Horse. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. No matter who you're watching, it helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. And I'll see you
Good
next
buffer.
time.
Bye.